Hi, and welcome to episode 50 of the Two Crafty Stitches.
It's not
Damn
the Two
it!
Crafty Stitches, and I just like Blue's snot bubble. Okay.
Hi, and welcome to episode 51 of Two Crafty Stitches. Why are you laughing? I haven't even got that far yet. Oh, man. Well, we're just going to keep on going with this one.
All right.
Today is November 26th, 2017, and I am Sandy, also known as Knits and Bits.
And I'm Kelly, also known as Pearly Girl 75.
So happy Thanksgiving and other holidays that might have occurred.
Yes. Thanksgiving a couple days ago. Yes.
Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Did we Halloween?
Probably. Yeah. We had some technical issues and some other issues going on, so it's been a while, but we're back.
Yes.
Yes. Back and better than ever.
Yes, and we have stuff.
Yes.
I don't have all my stuffs because I left some of it at home.
And she
in
brought
the car.
like 5,000 bags to my house
do.
too. Like, I don't know what else you left in your car or in your house or whatever.
Working projects. I wasn't going to bring the one at the house because it's just too big.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what do we want to do first? We missed Sandy's birthday too, which was a couple weeks ago, and I have Sandy's birthday present.
Well, first, I guess let's do that second.
Okay.
Okay, but first,
yes.
I guess let's get out of the way the contest that got postponed due to all the technical difficulties and putting things up. So we are still doing that. We have all the stuff. It's still going to be a surprise. There's 2 different presents.
Yes.
Prizes.
Yeah. I
like calling them presents.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is almost Christmas.
I know. So Miss Kelly here will be putting something up online, and it'll be on her Instagram, and I will copy it also on mine.
Yes. It's a spectacular picture we just took.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. So for entry, you can enter on either one of our Instagrams. Only 1 entry per person.
Yep.
Will count for both of the Instagrams. So you can't just go and put it on both.
Right.
And we will have a prompt on what is your favorite thing to do this holiday season.
Yes.
And that could be, Thanksgiving or the Christmas or just winter overall or
Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate at this time of year.
Or here in Florida, going to the beach because it's 80 degrees out. But that will be coming up this week.
Yes.
That she's going to put up there.
Yep.
And we will have the closing right before our next recording.
They just have to comment on the Instagram picture.
On either one of our Instagram pictures.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yes.
All right. And we are possibly recording again in 2 weeks, maybe?
That is the current plan.
Yes, that is the plan.
So, yep.
Yes.
Okay, so
because next weekend, we're recording now, and next weekend I have tickets to the Straz Center.
Yes.
And then I have tickets to the Straz Center in 2 weeks from then because they've decided this year for our season to just like put things almost back to back. Like in January, I have 2 straight weekends of shows. Just back to back.
Next weekend is my work holiday party.
Ah.
And then the weekend after is my work football party.
Yes. Well, is that Saturday or Sunday?
Football is Sunday.
Well, I don't know. Okay. So we could record on Saturday.
Yeah. It's Sunday football.
Yes.
Because I will be footballing and
I didn't know if it was like college or NFL football or what type of. I didn't know what type of football it was.
I don't do Florida college football.
I don't know.
You know this.
Well, I didn't know if maybe like your team might be playing here or something. I don't know. I don't keep up with any of that stuff. So anyway, so here for your birthday, let me make sure I reused a bag, and I want to make sure there's no like tag on it that says something.
Because I could reuse this bag for your Christmas present.
I know. I think you should, and then we can open that. Well, no, because we'll probably do that Christmas Eve.
Yes.
So.
Thank you.
And there's glue. I pulled out all the glue.
What the heck? So all I saw was this part. I'm like, what? But it's Fallout
coloring book.
It is.
It's a Fallout coloring book.
Where did you find this?
Bought at the Think Geek store in Clearwater probably about 8 months ago. and have been holding since then.
That is phenomenal.
Yes. I think I probably
I
picked
like
it
that
up.
picture. I think
Yeah.
the best.
I picked it up.
Dog eating
Oh yeah.
person.
I don't
Dog
know.
meat.
I've been holding on to it for a long time.
And then you're like, let's just throw some Christmas stuff.
Well, no,
in here
because I
too.
was gonna put those for Christmas, but then I thought if I gave them to you for Christmas, you couldn't wear them. But if I gave them to you now, you could
Oh,
wear
I
them
could
before
wear them.
Christmas.
I love them. So, in case anybody doesn't know, I, according to Josh, have a sock problem.
But
I have a lot of socks.
look, they have
And
they have cats
Yeah, it has cats there.
and
And then
sweaters.
sweaters.
Yes.
So I don't
And two other
think
pairs
it's a
that-
problem.
Don't have things on them. I
Well,
think.
this one has
Oh.
like snowflakes.
Okay, I don't remember.
And then just stripes.
Yay.
I don't think it's a problem. I like it. And these are like furry.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And some apple cider caramels and pumpkin spice salted caramel. Ooh.
From the Trader Joe's.
Which I have still never been to one.
I'm going to Trader Joe's next weekend after my show at the Strat Center because it's on the way home.
I will be getting ready for my work holiday party,
Yes.
which is going to be interesting. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Maybe I'll wear some
It's
Christmas
like an
socks.
interesting eclectic present this year. There's no like theme because the past couple of years there've been like all Fallout things for like Christmas or whatever. But anyway.
So I didn't buy anything Fallout for Black Friday,
Mm-hmm.
but I did buy the prequel to Skyrim
Uh-huh.
because it was on sale for like $9.
Oh.
So yes,
So
thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh, lots of noise.
Yes.
So I guess do you want to do new items?
Sure.
Okay. Since we just did that,
Mm-hmm.
let me think. Okay, I'm not showing that one because that's part of the present, but I do have something for you. So, one of the things that, well, it's just a little bit of a spoiler. You guys won't see it, but in my prize bundle, there's going to be something from the Psychedelic Sheep, and she is out of Missouri, and she has sent me 2 different yarns
Mm-hmm.
for us. And so there's these 2.
Yes.
This one right here is called Kitten Noses. It's adorable. I don't know if you guys can see with the colors, but it's a nice little like mauve and purpley colors.
Yes.
And then the blue one is called Riptide. So I love them both. So I will let you pick which one you would like.
Well, I'm picking the purpley one, even though it is called Kitten Noses, and I'm not a cat person, but I'm kind of over that color.
I still love this color.
Yes. So we will have to figure out what to make with those and test
Maybe
it out.
we can do like matching shawls.
Okay. How lacy are you going to make me knit a shawl?
I won't make you do lacy. I'll let you pick the pattern.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be like a hitchhiker, right?
No, actually, I think I have a pattern that's I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
That I just got an update from Ravelry on, so I don't know. We'll see.
So I have something else that is new.
Okay.
So, this has a little bit of backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Florida, we don't have too much like fiber outings. There's only a few here and there.
Yeah.
But when I was out at just a local little craft, what is it called?
Show?
Well, it wasn't
Fair?
really, kind of like a fair, but not really fair like.
Like a craft fair is not like
It was,
fair
like,
like.
small.
It's like a craft show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever. But I mean, it was more than just crafts. They had like the lip sync people there.
Oh. Like a small business outing thing?
Yeah, but it wasn't really the outing. It was more like handmade stuff with
a maker's thing.
I don't know.
Like a maker's fair. Oh, there's gonna be a maker's fair in Ybor City next weekend too, but I'm busy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's also one up here that I need to go to. It's on the 2nd and 3rd.
Well, that's when the
next
Makers
weekend.
Fair in Ybor is the second. I think it's the second
this
and the
isn't
third.
Ebor's.
But you have to pay tickets to get into it.
Oh no.
And it's like in a warehouse, and it's tons and tons of people.
Oh no.
I don't know.
No. This is just like one of the open village markets. Well, what is the one that we went to? Over in just
At the
down here?
Cultural Center?
Yeah.
That's like this. Isn't that the second Saturday of the month?
Well, it's something like that. Anyways.
Well, then that wouldn't
whatever.
be this coming Saturday.
No,
That
no,
would be
not that one, but it's
Oh my
it's
goodness.
similar.
I don't even
Ah.
know.
Okay, so anyways, it's the big place where you can go and get
Buy stuff.
yes.
It's like
And
a
so-
mall, but it's not a mall.
It's like outdoors and yeah,
Like a farmer's market?
no, because it's not produce.
Well, no, but the other one, they sell very little produce.
This one didn't have any produce. but
Anyway, a
Anyways.
neighborhood market.
yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe. So, anyways, my one person who was my coworker, she retired,
Mm-hmm.
was there making bags or selling
I was
bags.
gonna say she was making them.
She
there.
had them all made. And so I went
Hold
there.
on, let me finish making this one.
Then you can have it. And so I went there to see her because it's been a while.
Uh-huh.
And it was great. And I took Abrams and we walked around. And then I came back to see her and she was talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bother her. And I went next to her in the other stall. And I was just like trying to walk by. And then I stopped and like, there's a pile of yarn. What the heck? And so I started talking to them because they were selling like soaps and that. And apparently this yarn is from Jacksonville,
Oh,
if I remember correctly.
okay.
Yes. So I got, it's Abyssal Yarns, and that is her contact information. And this is a sock yarn, so it's merino and nylon. And I just love it. When I saw it, I kept on actually coming back to this one. I think it's because of the grays and the reds.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. She had like a whole bunch of different kinds. They had
Oh.
some like cashmere and some DK weight and like just a whole bunch of some BFL sock. But I really like this one. And so after a while, I'm like, okay, I just have to get it. So they twisted my arm.
Yes.
And then I think that's all my new stuff that I have. Yes, that's all my new
Alright.
stuff.
Well, I have a few new things. From October. I have my club shipment, so I don't have to worry about spoiling it for anyone because it's from October. So,
Unless you haven't made it home.
I know. So I have my Nest Fiber October shipment of Finn in the Something Wicked colorway. And it's like browns and grays. And very ominous looking.
I
and,
kinda do like that.
And anyway, but this was my last shipment from them because I have, I do a fiber club for about a year. And then maybe I'll join another fiber club in a couple months. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But so I let that membership go. And then I also got my last shipment of Into the World, which was their October shipment too, because I joined both clubs at the same time. And this one, I don't even know how to say it. Is that Maturin or is that Maturin? I don't know. But
I would
anyway.
go with Maturin.
Anyway, so it is
But-
in Cheviot. And there is that one. And it's got that tealish blue color. And some purple, a little bit of a purpley gray, and some brown. So, yeah, so that's it for me for the fiber clubs, until I find a new one to join. But I was on Facebook, and Created by LCB posted a colorway and was like, oh, name this colorway and blah, blah, blah. And I did not come up with a name for it, but I was like, I really think it's pretty awesome looking. And so the name they chose was Neon Bohemian. And it's a repeatable colorway, and it's in Falkland Merino, which I've spun Falkland before, and I've spun Merino before, but never like
A
a Falkland Merino? I don't know. Anyway, 4 ounces, and that is it. And this is like not doing it justice on the brightness of that green right there.
I know, that is
But-
very bright.
Yes.
That is like that green that I was spinning up that I got made that
Yeah.
cowl.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's it for my new stuff unless you count like the yarn I bought. That's the Lion brand.
Oh, I
stuff,
wasn't counting
but,
that.
Yeah. So
I think that we might have bought that between episodes. So we
yes.
both were at Walmart at separate times. I think I was there first. And they have the Lion brand cakes.
Yeah.
And this is actually my finished object that I
you go.
have from one of the cakes. I have no idea what the name of it is, but it's like a somewhat more muted rainbow.
I think
So-
I have that color. Hold on.
I think you might.
I bought a bunch of colors.
And so I bought a few different colors.
I do. That would be. What is that?
Chimeria?
Chimera?
Chimera?
Something? I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is the color it's from.
Yes. So I saw it, I'm like, that's really pretty. So I just made the little infinity cowl, and it's like double. So it's really thick because, we need that here in Florida.
Yeah, because I also have Phoenix.
Oh, that's really pretty. I didn't get that.
Because I bought, originally I just bought 3 different colors, and I was like, well, I'm making an infinity scarf thing out of one of them, and then the other 2, I was like, well, I'm just going to make, a hitchhiker type of shawl or something like that out of them.
Yeah, that's what I was originally thinking. And then, did you get any other colors?
That was just of the singles. Then I got...
Oh, because I think I got that one.
Okay.
Yes, I did. That's the other one I got.
This one is Centaur. I like the names, too. Though, well, one of my projects I'm working on is the other one, which I think is Wizard.
Yes, that one.
Centaur.
And then I also got Spirit. I really liked it with the blues and the grays.
But I mean, it's from Walmart, okay, but it's
Yeah.
Lion brand. It's 100% acrylic. It's the mandala yarn. Here, let me see if I can. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. But you get. We were talking about this earlier. It is 5.3 ounces, 590 yards.
Yeah.
It was $4.97 for one. Yeah.
And so this was pretty much the entire cake.
Yeah.
And it would have been a lot longer if I didn't do it in the round. And it's just a simple rib. I think it's like 7 knit, 2 purl.
Yeah.
So, and then, do you have any finished
I do have a
objects?
finished object that does
Okay.
not go with any of those things. And hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay, so while she's going to be right... Oh, okay.
I didn't have that far to go.
I didn't know where you were going.
All of my stuff is over here. I didn't have to go to the other room. No, I have a pair of finished socks.
You just, got up.
Well, I forgot that I needed to get these to show finished socks on my sock lockers. It's been 3 months or whatever since we podcasted. I don't know what I'm
It's been
doing.
forever.
I don't know what it's like I've never done this before. Okay.
I mean, come on, look at our intro.
I know.
How horrible was that?
So anyway, so I finished a pair of socks. There you go. It's the Cookie A Juanita pattern that's in one of her books.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Lorna's Laces, and it's the Franklin Panopticon colorway, I think. I think that's what it is. Anyway,
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, yeah. So I finished some socks for me. So I can wear them never.
the one day a year.
Yeah.
So
anyway, now go ahead, because that was my only finished object.
Okay, so my current works in progress, I will start with the Spirit here.
Yes.
Since I have that out. I guess I didn't cast on, but I started crocheting the Campfire cardigan, which, if you guys can see that, it's on Ravelry. It is a free crochet pattern.
Which Sandy sent me a picture.
Yeah, because I wasn't exactly so sure about it. I'm like, I kind of like this, but sometimes I'll get really wrapped in an idea of something, and then I'll show it to somebody, and they're like, why would you want to do that?
And she sent me the picture of it, and I think my response was, I love it! And then
I'm
I was like, I have to make one too, hence me buying this color to make mine.
I'm like, now I don't feel so bad.
So I can wear it to work, and it's kind of muted.
Yes. Where mine is apparently not muted.
Right.
So, in the pattern, it actually says to do it in rows with different colors.
Right, because the pattern calls calls for
multiple ones.
But why would you do that when you can get yarn that already has the colors?
I know.
Yeah.
So it's like a little origami project, and you put it together, and then you'll sew it up.
It's almost like a baby surprise jacket, but crocheted, and then you add to it.
And then, once you get here, you'll start bringing it down here.
Yeah.
So I'm working on my 2 sides, because I am trying to verify that I have the right size.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
On your 2 here, did you start them both in the same color?
I did. I did. That's why, and of course, because my household is horrible, one of the dogs got one of my things of yarn. And so I have both of them. They are just slightly off.
Okay.
Because
I was thinking about with mine, I was like, I don't know, should I put the same color in the middle? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I haven't even measured myself. I don't even know what size I'm going to make.
So
I just bought the yarn on Friday. When we were out Black Friday shopping, I was like, oh, let me see what colors they had. And they had tons and tons of it at my Walmart.
They had that at both of the Walmarts I went to.
But if you go online, like to Lion Brand, their website, because I wanted to just look at the colors, it says they're out of stock. And it's because it's all at Walmart.
Apparently. So
it says won't be back in stock till January. Unless you go to Walmart, and then they have it all.
And then the funny thing is, because I actually went to Walmart looking for some of the homespun Thick and Quick, because it's that time of year where it's not 100 degrees here and it's more like 80, so I can pull out my really heavy blanket that I started last year and work on it. And I was down to the last half skein, so I needed to get additional yarn.
Yeah.
And they don't carry that there anymore. Like, their amount of that kind of yarn just...
Well, their amount of yarn has gone way down because everyone's painting signs now.
Apparently. But
there's like a little place like the canvas painting places.
Yeah.
But there's one in Pinellas that is like paint your own signs.
Really?
There's like a whole where you can go and it's like, I guess that you bring your own wine or whatever and paint signs and do Pinterest projects. Yeah. Like Pinterest home decorating projects.
Huh. That's odd.
Yeah.
I guess it's not odd.
No. It's
because, I know people that do that and they sell them.
Yeah.
But
you can go to the place and get it done.
Huh.
Or do it yourself. Not get it done.
So that is one of the projects that I'm working on, is that cardigan, which I think I just started a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I think I got pretty good into it. And then I'm working on my really big blanket, which that's the object I didn't bring because it technically fits my king size bed.
Yeah.
Square, but it doesn't fold over.
Yeah.
So I might as well just make it a little bit bigger. And then I have that.
Yeah.
And it seems like every year I pull out this project for like a few weeks. And I don't have any plain things. But it's an ongoing small blanket that I've been working on where I knit up little squares. There's some plain squares and there's these other ones that have little snowflakes on them. And I actually started putting them together a while ago. I think I'm going to take it apart because I saw a really interesting way to connect knit squares with an I-cord edge.
Oh, okay.
Like in between.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to take that apart and work on that. And then I have a baby blanket I'm working on that I think I brought out a while ago. And then it got put to the side because...
It's that color!
Can't really... expand it much because of the needle cables that I'm working on, but there is some cables going on now, so I'm excited. But I put this aside to work on that cardigan.
Well, you were working on that at knitting the other night.
I was, yeah. And then I have a sock that I'm working on in the car that I forgot because I pulled it out of my bag when I got my hair cut. And it is the Geek Stitch.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's a free pattern, and of course I probably don't have it up here. But it is a It's great for striping yarns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you were looking for something for striping yarns.
Yes.
Which striping yarn are you using?
It is a gray and white patterns.
Oh, okay.
And I use Knit Picks Red for the toe, and that's going to be for the heel.
Cute.
And that. So there will be some color. Yeah, it's the Geek Sock. If I could even spell sock correctly. Which apparently I can't. But hold on, it's slowly going.
Oh, okay.
But it kind of like creates like a little wave thing. And I think it was like on Knitty is how I saw it. So it's that pattern. And it's also free.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I just haven't really worked on it much. I actually cast those on because I was going to take it with me when we went to Busch Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't bring it with me.
You'd have to have like your bag searched and all that, whatever.
My bag was searched.
Well, so was mine. When John and I went to Busch Gardens last night, because we went again just to go to Christmas Town to see all the lights and stuff, he beeped again. Like he beeped when we went last week too, because John and I just got annual passes, so
yes,
that's our new thing. And it's so close. It's like, oh, let's just
really
go over
is.
for a couple hours. We get free parking. So, anyway, so this is my infinity scarf thing that I'm working on out of my other colorway of the mandala yarn.
The wizard.
Of a wizard. I think that's it, right? Yes,
I
it's
think
wizard.
so.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wizard. And I'm doing just an infinity a brioche because I like. Well, it might just be a scarf. I haven't decided because I could just sew it up together to make it in. I didn't do a provisional cast on because I was like, meh.
I did provisional cast on.
It might just be a scarf. It depends on how long it gets because I'm planning on using it all. So it probably is just going to be a scarf because it might be too long to be like a big looping unless I do it like 3 times around.
I was about to say, because how wide is that compared to here?
Well,
it's about the same.
Yeah, but
so it'll be twice this length.
So it might just be a really long scarf.
Yeah, because that would be pretty good.
But that'll be okay too to be a really, really long scarf. So anyway, so that's what I'm working on right now, currently. I have my next project to cast on though, which is going to be another pair of socks out of Lorna's Laces because I'm like going through my Lorna's Laces sock yarn. And so, in my stash. And so, this is the Zombie Barbecue colorway, which kind of looks Christmassy-ish, except that it's a zombie, but it's got, like, greens and reds.
I love it.
And, I think I'm going to do this sock pattern. Because I like the way how it knits up with, like, with a variegated and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I think that's what that's going to be. The pattern's already in here. I took it with me on my trip for Thanksgiving, but I was busy working on the little bit that I did when I wasn't like suffering from upset stomach.
So I think once I finish my cardigan, which is hopefully soon, I'm going to cast on the brickless out of some Christmas yarn. Wow, that'd be way past. Yeah, some Christmas yarn because I have
Christmas like worsted weight or worsted sock yarn?
Sock yarn.
Okay.
The like one sock yarn Christmas that I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I think I sent you a picture of it a while ago.
Yes.
So, but I have not done that yet because I got pulled into crocheting of cardigans.
Yep.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I might have finished other objects during this, hiatus we
I
had.
know I finished something.
I know.
Because I know I finished a shawl, but I could not show it to you because I already gave it to my mother for her birthday. So when I saw her in October, when we went to go see On Your Feet at the Strauss Center. So, which she enjoyed very much.
Oh, good.
I
think I finished some socks.
So yeah, so I don't have that.
Maybe 2 pairs of
I think
socks.
I took some pictures of it though. Yes, I did take pictures of it. So
I do have pictures of socks with one of my foster dogs, which he got adopted, if anybody was really interested in that.
Or if you like following Instagram, looking at all the various dogs that you have and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm down to 3 dogs.
Yes.
3.
In sign language, that would be 6.
3 dogs.
So, anyway.
So
I think that's it for our works in progress, finished objects, new stuff. So now we move on to the non-knitting things. Because I'm not really spinning anything. I mean, I did start a spinning on a spindle. I wore my new spindle shirt with my Turkish spindles on it.
I like it.
But I haven't really done any spinning lately because I go through phases where it's like I do all the spinning and then I go through all the knitting phase.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid to use my spinning wheel right now because the foster dog Whiskey, she's a sweetheart. I love her to death. But I feel like she's going through a puppy phase where she's chewing on everything.
Yeah. And that is not something you want the dog to
No.
Because it's one thing to replace a pair of knitting needles.
Because she just ate through a knitting needle. She ate the tip of one of mine.
Right. I was going to say, it's one thing to replace that, because that's like, what, you're out $8 or $10 or whatever. Well, with your coupon, $4.
Yeah, I was going to say, $4 today.
But a spinning wheel.
Yeah, not my spinning wheel. So.
But even like my project that I started was on my spindle. Because I was like, I could take this back and forth to work. But I've been doing more knitting at work than spinning during lunch because even though the past couple weeks, it's been nice and pleasantly cool in our office. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to complain that it's cold because it's not really cold, but it's been cooler. But when it's not cool, then we have one of our interpreters who's going through like some hot flashes and she turns the fan on and the fan in the Turkish spindle in a small room doesn't really work. So.
Nope.
But I have been reading lately.
I have not.
Yes.
So what have you been reading?
Well, at one point I was reading 3 books at one time. So.
During our hiatus.
Oh, yeah. So. Because I was in a classroom and I had some downtime and I didn't have my book with me, so I had my Kindle. So I was like, well, I guess I'll pick something on my Kindle to read. So I read The Handmaid's Tale on my Kindle, and finished that.
Was it good?
It was very good, but I had already seen the show.
I was going to say, was it better than the show?
It was, there were differences. There were some we'll try that again. Some similarities and some differences.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both, but that was the thing I was reading on my Kindle. And then I don't even remember what the other book I was reading was. Obviously, no, I haven't finished it yet. The third one that I was reading, I haven't finished yet, and it's young adult fiction about Salem, Massachusetts. I started in October, so it was about like.
Did you tell me about this?
I don't know. It's called How to Hang a Witch, and it's about this girl who's the descendant of Cotton Mather and some other girls. And it's kind of like there's a Mean Girls vibe, but apparently there's a ghost in there. And I don't know. I haven't finished it.
Mean Girls with ghosts
and witches.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway, so I haven't finished that one. Although I did finish a book today called One of Us is Lying, which was like a student. It was students that were in It was like a whodunit type mystery thing, but with high schoolers, because I read a lot of young adult fiction. It was students, they were like in detention, and one of them died, and they had to figure out who killed them. But anyway, so I actually just finished that today, like while I was waiting for you to come over. I was like, I only have like 50 pages to read, so I finished it. But this is one that I read also that was called While Beauty Slept. By Elizabeth Blackwell, and I got it for the bargain price of $5.98 at Barnes & Noble. And it's funny because when I was at Barnes & Noble a while ago, one of my bosses was there, and she was buying it, and she was like, this looks like it would be good. And I was like, oh yeah, maybe, whatever. And the next time I went to Barnes & Noble, I picked one up.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, because she was like, I think I'm going to read this. So the next time I went there, I picked up a copy. And then one of my coworkers was like, hey, have you ever read that book While Beauty Slept? Because our boss recommended it to me, and she's lending me her copy. And I was like, you know what? I have that book somewhere. So I dug mine out and read it. And now I think my coworker should have finished by now so we can discuss it. But it's like a retelling of Sleeping Beauty. But it was really good. Especially originally like $26, and I paid $6 for it. Plus I think I bought it during Teacher Appreciation Weekend too. So I had like 25% off or something. So yeah, but anyway, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I looked to see if she's written other things, and she has, but nothing like this, like none of the retelling fairy tale thing, but I liked it. I recommend it. So.
Especially since I do like Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
Yeah, my sister, for Halloween, she was Maleficent. With the whole thing. You saw the picture, because I made you like it.
Voted or
I voted. Yeah, vote for her. And when she sent me that picture and told me about it, I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite fairy tale. And she's like, what? It is? Like, yeah, I know it's a little odd, but yeah, that one's my favorite. It always has been.
I know that one. Well, that one was always my favorite Disney.
Yeah.
Of the Disney princess movies, that one was always my favorite. And I was as a young child in ballet, I was in the Sleeping Beauty ballet. Yes, I played one of the princess's friends, and then later one of the little fairy children. And then when I was in college, I was in a retelling of Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
In which I played a fairy in that one. But yeah, that one. And then when Beauty and the Beast came out, and it's like tied. Beauty and the Beast and Sleeping Beauty are the tied for my favorite of the Disney princess.
The real one
movies.
Or the cartoon Beauty and the Beast?
The cartoon one.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you seen the real
I have seen it. We saw the real one in the movie theater.
Oh, that's right. It was just on, like, I think Netflix or something.
Yeah, I think it is on Netflix.
And so I
prefer the cartoon one, but, to each their own.
Yeah. It wasn't horrible.
No, it wasn't horrible. I mean, we saw it in the movie theater, so.
Yeah.
At like 10 o'clock in the morning, so we paid $5 for it.
From my house with the dog sleeping on my lap.
Yes.
Probably drooling on me.
So, so that's what I've been reading. My mom sent me home with a book to read too. So.
Oh, what book?
I don't know.
It's
downstairs. I'll have to show you. I don't remember.
Interesting.
But, yeah, I haven't really watched anything except for the Macy's parade. I haven't watched the CBS parade yet either, which I recorded because that had different Broadway productions than the Macy's parade. So I had to and I was out of town, so I had to record them both, even though I watched one of them, but just in case I needed to watch it again or something. Just the first hour when they do the Broadway stuff. Like the rest of the parade, I don't really care about.
I went and watched Stranger Things.
Yes, I still need to watch. Yeah, I still need to watch season 2 because I haven't even started season 2, and everyone I know has watched it already.
Me.
Yeah, and I'm not even caught up on my other stuff. I mean, I caught up the other day on This Is Us, and but the stuff I watch regularly, I'm behind on that too. So, which is nothing new.
Guess what I started watching?
What?
On Netflix. Once Upon a Time. I'm on season 2 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I watched the first several seasons of it. And then after about I don't even know how many seasons there are.
I don't know.
But after about 4 or 5 seasons, I just kind of got over it. John kept watching it. In fact, he still has a whole season and a half in the DVR to watch.
Of course he does.
Because it's the new season started, so he's got probably 2 seasons worth of episodes down there in the DVR downstairs.
There's something else that I was watching. I don't remember what it was. I saw The Beauty and the Beast.
I am about halfway through season 3 of Will and Grace.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Because of the old ones, because I never watched them. Because I can't watch the new ones till I watch the old ones, even though everyone's like, well, you probably could, and I'm like, no, I have to watch all the old ones first.
I haven't seen any of the new ones though, so
yeah. But yeah, so I think I'm about halfway through season 3 of 8 seasons. And each season's 25 episodes. And yes, they're only 21 minutes, but when you watch them on Hulu, you still have to sit through commercials. But yeah.
But don't you have to pay for Hulu?
You do, but you have to pay. If you pay more for Hulu, they'll take the commercials off. I don't pay the extra. I just pay the base price, so I have to sit through commercials.
You remember back in the day when Hulu was free?
I know.
And you only paid if you wanted no commercials.
I know. And now it's $8 or $9. Excuse me. I think it's $8.99 a month or something like that, and that's with commercials.
Yeah, because I never wanted to pay for Hulu because back in the day there wasn't really anything.
Right. Well, I pay for Hulu now just because a lot of times then I don't have to record everything that I watch on the DVR because there's some things like This Is Us that only I watch. Yeah. And then, yeah. And they've got, oh my goodness, they've started adding things to Hulu. So they've got all of the old, this might be before your time. But remember was it ABC or whatever when they had the TGI Friday shows all the time? They had Full House and they had Family Matters and all that. Those are all on Hulu now.
And the dinosaur one?
Yes, I don't think the dinosaur one is on there though. But I know they have they've been advertising recently that they have Family Matters and all those shows are on. And I was like, really? I remember watching those.
My nephew called me old the other day.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like,
Well, I was not calling you old. I was calling myself old by saying it was before your time, because we have a difference in our ages, and sometimes, like your sister, what was it when we were at knitting, and your sister's like, oh, blah blah blah, Holly Hobby, and I was like, oh, I remember Holly Hobby, and you're like, I don't know what Holly Hobby is. Which my mother, when I was at her house for Thanksgiving, she pulled out my old Holly Hobby
Did you
plate.
play with it?
No, it was a plate and a bowl.
Did you eat off of it?
No, but she was like, look, I have your Holly Hobby plate and bowl. I was like, we were just talking about Holly Hobby the other day.
Funny. Well, because, so...
No, I have my Holly Hobby doll somewhere in the house.
He's like 25, and he's like, I don't know, you're like old. You're like 42, right? I'm like, what? First off, that's not old.
Right?
Second off, no, I'm not. That's like closer to my sister's age.
Yes.
So.
Yes, because your sister and I are very close in age.
Yes.
So. Which is why both of us were like, oh, Holly Hobby. And you're like, I don't know what that is.
I'm like, yeah.
And I had to Google it.
I don't, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember you Googling it.
I did, and I showed you a picture.
I know. Oh, yeah, it was like the minimal face, wasn't it?
Well, it was usually she was shown in profile a lot of times in the pictures, and she wore like a pinafore and a dress and a little bonnet. So, I mean, that was like my childhood.
you like bonnets. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yes. My mom could not find the Holly Hobby cup that I guess goes with the plate and the bowl somewhere.
Oh, no.
Because she was pulling out, she was digging out dishes to use for Thanksgiving, and she was pulling out other things.
She so should have made you eat off of that while you were there. That would have been amazing.
I could have like taken pictures and posted it to Instagram and been like, look at my Holly Hobby dishware.
Yeah, which I'm horrible. I haven't done anything on the Instagram.
I think I've posted maybe once recently. I don't even know. But
I've taken pictures of things, but I just haven't posted it.
I took pictures of
dogs.
When we were in St. Augustine over the holiday, we went to the Night of Lights trolley.
Yeah.
And I took pictures, but I took them with my real camera because I figured they'd come out a little better than with just my phone. And I think some of them came out okay. Some of them were kind of blurry because, of course, we're like on a moving trolley.
Yeah.
And so some of them were kind of blurry. Some of them look like they'll be okay. So I'll have to upload those and put those like on Instagram or something.
And we separately got pictures with Santa with our animals.
Yes.
Without us. Just animal Santa pictures.
Yes.
I actually made 2 trips. So those need to go up there.
Well, I haven't put mine up yet because I was waiting for December to put mine up.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to wait till December 1st to post mine.
That would be smart.
Before I share it with the world.
Maybe I'll wait till it's closer to Christmas.
Because we were picking the dog up from boarding and grooming, so she was, all ready. Which she was here right before we started recording, and as soon as we started were ready to start recording, she left us and went downstairs. I know. And I put her little handkerchief, not her bandana, I put that on her for recording. Every once in a while I hear her downstairs. That's about it. She spent like 4 nights at the hotel, the dog hotel recently, so she's not herself 100% yet. She's recuperating from her vacation.
It was funny when I had the boys there, they had their Walmart dollar bandanas that had like cartoon Santa and reindeer on it. And everybody's like, where did you get that bandana from? I'm like, Walmart? I'm like,
well, our gift bag we got from the store had a bandana in it.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is like 12,000 sizes too big for my dog, but
Mine might fit. It might be a little small for Klaus. I don't know. It's plaid.
I think mine is plaid also.
Yeah. So.
Because the first 50 people got a gift bag with dog toys and treats and all sorts of stuff.
And I just barely made it in.
Yes. And we got the first gift bag they passed out.
Yeah.
When we were there. Because we were there to pick our dog up. So. Which I happened to time at the time they were starting the gift bag giveaway. Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I forgot about it.
Because they said, do you want an exit groom? And they called me like the week before to make sure that my, that I still needed my reservation. And they were like, oh, do you need an exit groom? And I said, yes, I would like an exit groom. And they said, what time would you like to pick her up? And I was like, And I thought, wait, they're doing their big Black Friday weekend thing starting at 11 on Saturday. I was like, can I pick her up at 11? And they said, sure. So then they called me at like 9 o'clock in the morning and on Saturday, and they were like, so we didn't have any notes for how to groom her. Is it just the stuff we normally do and blah blah blah? I was like, yes. And I'm thinking, I hope she's done by 11. They're like, okay, well, we'll see you at 11. So I was like, well, good, because we were going to be there at 11.
Trying to take pictures with Santa without a dog. One way or another.
Well, we were going to be there at 11 to get our gift bag is basically what it was. And then we would have like waited around because Santa was there till 2.
I know. And I guess he'll be there on the 16th as well.
Yeah, they usually do 2 weekends.
Yeah. And that's
remember
be the really busy one.
You took Klaus before one weekend and then had to take him the next weekend.
It was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He had grown so much because he was such a little puppy.
Well, it wasn't because he had grown so much. It was because the first pictures were not as good as the second weekend pictures.
Yeah, but still, even if they were as good, I would have still done it twice.
Yeah.
Because it's adorable.
Well, my dog just blends in with the fur on Santa's, on his, suit?
Yes.
Yes, his suit.
His suit.
I was like,
jacket.
His uniform? I don't know. Is it a uniform?
It could be a uniform.
Yes.
I saw him without his uniform. That was odd. I didn't recognize him at first. I'm like, because he like came up and started talking. I'm like, who are you? Why are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now we're at the point where we're just rambling about random things.
About dogs and Santa.
Yes. So we should probably wrap this up.
Yes.
Because I have to make dinner. Because it's
and I have to.
It's past my dinner time.
Eat dinner at my house.
Yeah. And you have like 400 things to pack up and take with you. And an extra bag. But anyway, so you can find us on social media. We post our videos on YouTube under 2 Crafty Stitches, and the Crafty is with a K. And then we also have our blog, which is 2craftystitches.wordpress.com. And then we use 2 Crafty Stitches on Twitter to announce when we haven't used that in a while though, but to announce when we record or when we have a new episode. And then also we have our Instagram where you will find the post about the contest. And my Instagram is PearlyGirl75.
And mine is Knits in Bits.
Yes. And the dog is now decided to try and talk to us from downstairs.
She's saying, go to the Instagram.
So anyway, hopefully we will be recording another episode in just a couple weeks. And are we going to, when we record our next episode, is that when we announce the winner?
Yes.
Okay. Before Christmas.
Yes, before Christmas. So that way we can get it out in the mail.
Yes.
Wow. Mail.
All right.
Well, happy crafting.
Bye.